impromptu live. I thought we'd do a quick banter from the beach. That's right, that's right. It is Sunday Fun Day. And I have a couple of announcements. I wanted to make sure I got to them today. And encourage everyone, if you haven't had a fun day as part of your Sunday yet, there's still time. There's still time. We have officially just over a month left for summer. So let's all take advantage of it and make sure that we are protecting our peace. I'm hoping you can hear me. I'm hoping you can hear me. I have these headphones in. I haven't used headsets in a minute, so hopefully they're still working. But anyway, what's up, y'all? I am Kim, aka Kim with the Gems. Most of y'all know who I am, but if you are new to this channel, we talk all things wellness, travel, and money from a cultural perspective. And sometimes I go live on a whim. I do walk and talks, I do drive and dialogues. Today is beach and banter, or bantering at the beach, whatever you want to call it. But I definitely wanted to come in to make sure that I covered some announcements as well as just encourage us. You know, as much as I come on here and chat about the chaos and the confusion, I definitely want us to stay connected when it comes to the opportunities, the peace, the joy, everything that is positive versus everything that is negative. And so, if you are new and haven't subscribed, please become part of the Gym Nation. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button, and you are officially a part of the Gym Nation. We are on a quest, a goal, a marathon to get to 50,000 subscribers before the end of this year. I say it time and time again because it's also true. Community is going to be how we survive this madness. And truthfully, 50,000 subscribers may mean about 10,000 that are actively part of the community. But I would love for you to go ahead, subscribe to the channel, become part of the Gym Nation, and drop some gems when it makes sense, right? If you see something, say something. If you know something, tell us. Like, this is a engaged audience of gemstones, and we are not holding back. And let me see, y'all are saying something. Hey, everyone. Oh, I got a new, hey, Margaret, good to see you. Oh, I see somebody who is a member. Hey, member. I can't, oh, hey, that's Laura. Let me put this, I'm trying to get some vitamin D, y'all, but I can't see the I can't see the chat without the umbrella. So let me pull the umbrella up for a second. And a little later, I'm gonna give y'all a view of my view. I mean, if you've seen a beach, you've seen a beach, but I just want to like woosah it out for those who need a little woosah. So hey, Market Pell, welcome. Thanks for becoming part of the Gym Nation. There's my girl, my moderator, Christine with the wrench, y'all. She is OG Gym Nation. She is the moderator with the mostest. And if you act up, you're gonna have hell to pay. Christine is going to get you on up out of here. But we hope that that's not the case. Let's see who else is here. Louise Petway. Okay, okay. So for the newbies that are here, let me just go ahead and make a quick announcement. I posted a little earlier today. Hakeem the Dream, our resident wealth strategist, will be live with us tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, giving us some tips on how we need to prepare. Again, the writing is on the wall, the blueprint is there. Let's go ahead and take advantage because we have a head start, y'all. We do have a head start, and he is going to come in and just share some gems, drop some gems on where we are, what we need to be thinking about, how we need to be moving. And so please go ahead and join tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Turn on the notification bell. You know, I know how that notification bell thing works. Sometimes you get the notification, sometimes you don't. But it's better to have and not need than to need and not have. So go ahead, turn on the notification bell. But again, that's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let me just say one thing about Hakeem. Many, many of us are far behind. We lag behind on certain conversations, right? There's a reason why I put the thumbnail with Hakeem, with him smiling from like a private beach vibe. It's a reason why I'm smiling in that thumbnail, even though these are serious conversations, is because we are paying attention and we are executing, right? And so that's what I want for us as a community. Hi, Marissa. Good to see you. Who is that? KSA Vlog. Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome to the Gym Nation family. Right now, I don't do shout outs. So apologize for that. We don't do shout outs. That's not the mission. And I don't want to do for one and then get 100 more requests and then can't accommodate. So forgive me on that. But if y'all see in the chat, y'all want to acknowledge someone's birthday, feel free to do it. Anyway, so Hakeem is someone that has been part of the market maker movement, and that's why I'll say he has been on the inside. He hears things before the average, and he wants to see us win. And that's pretty much all I'll say about that. And he's someone that we all need to have on our team. If you don't have what we like to call a C suite, a board of advisors, a board of directors for your life, you need to get one. And in that C suite, you need to think about the chief financial officer, right? We're talking C-suite status. We all need a chief financial officer. We all need a chief executive officer. We need a chief of operations. We need a chief marketing officer. And we really need to follow the blueprint that successful companies have showed us in order to not only get ahead, but to stay ahead. So it is critical, and I can't overstate, and you will never be able to overstand how critical these conversations. Let me get rid of this. I'll come back to the comments in a second. But you will never. I don't think the average person, I should say, the conversations that are being had outside of our community are way different than the conversations that are being had within our community. And you need people that are in those other conversations because those are the ones calling the shots. And so I'm so happy that Hakeem, who just listen, Hakeem, I don't like to say busy because that sounds random, but Hakeem is in demand. Let's just say that, not only professionally, but personally. Just dropped his son off at college yesterday. Just took, the family on a exquisite business slash personal getaway. Is about to welcome another addition to his family, and I'll let him share that tomorrow. And so, if he chooses to, but he's in demand. But he is also about making sure his people are good. And so I appreciate him so much for taking the time out to have another conversation at this time. Listen, summer's almost done. We let y'all play. We let y'all enjoy some time off. But child, let the games begin. Let's just say that. So anyway, and then the people who understand. So let me say this as the last thing. Hakeem is a master chess player when it comes to what's going on in the world, right? We need to be trained. He is a Mr. Miyagi, right, in this world. And if y'all watch The Karate Kid, you'll know what I'm referencing. The opportunity to have someone this committed, this knowledgeable as part of our family, our Gym Nation family, I will be forever grateful because he is so aligned with, you know, with this mission. And there's not many left out there that are willing to, come down and go on YouTube and just have a conversation, with us, and then offer additional time for those who, want to advance those conversations. There are like 5 people in this community that have already benefited greatly from Hakeem's wealth of knowledge. And 2 of them come in here regularly. A couple others I speak to via email or Hakeem gives me updates. And so, again, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I just wanted to make sure you see the post on the community tab. And if you didn't see the post, you hear it from my mouth. Again, I'm at the beach, y'all. I'm at the beach. Let me see. Can you see? Manifesting. I'm at the beach. Oh, let me show y'all what else I'm doing. Yeah. I didn't even know I was gonna go live today. I'm actually waiting for my cousin to meet me, and I thought I was late, and she's actually later. But this is Hakeem's book. Can y'all see it? I can't see if y'all see it. Yeah, but this is Hakeem's book. I started reading it. It is so good. I mean, I keep going back and rereading the chapters 1 through 3. Like, it is absolutely amazing. So this, he's an author as well, and so I'm reading his book. And also, let me show you what else I brought as reading material, which I'm probably going to take a nap in a minute too, but I'm waiting for her to get here so the seagulls don't come get me. And then I'm reading the 55th anniversary issue of Essence with Mother Susan Taylor. So that's what my day is looking like. Tell me, what are y'all doing this Sunday? I do want to know that. Are y'all incorporate? Hopefully, one, the weather is okay where you are. We've had 2 weeks of not so great weather. I hate to say bad weather because, rain makes the flowers grow, right? So I don't want to say bad weather, but consistent rain and storms and lightning and all of that. And those of you who were on the live with me, I think a couple nights ago, y'all heard the what roaring thunders that was happening. And what's today? Sunday. So yeah, it was probably Friday. It was either Thursday or Friday. Let me know what y'all are doing this Sunday fun day. How are y'all protecting your peace? I'm going to be, I don't know if I'm getting in the water because I see a lot of fish. It looks like there's fish that are just being swept in, or maybe that's just foam. But when my cousin gets here, I'll pay closer attention. But there's people in the water, so I'll probably get in the water for a little bit, and I'll do some prayer and libations at the ocean, and then take a nap, take a nippy nap. Well, I'll read myself to sleep. So let's see what y'all are saying. Stay your out of that water by any. Girl, I ain't doing no. Christine says to stay my ass out of the water by ma'am. Oh, okay, that says ma'am. Child, I ain't doing no Michael Phelps laps or anything like that. But the ocean, and we have lifeguards on. I'll show you the lifeguards. The lifeguards are on until 5:30 or 6. I can't remember. But yeah, I think I'll be okay. And then, like I said, I'm gonna wait till my cousin comes so she can, scream if necessary. But the ocean. I'm laughing at your comment, Laura. I'll get to that second. But the ocean is purifying. It's like even with the bad stuff, we were meant to. We, meaning many of us, were meant to get some of that vitamin C, SCA, along with the vitamin D from the sun. So I'll be okay. But thank you. Thank you. The ancestors are protecting me, child. Laura says she's doing laundry and a nap. Okay, child. Whatever it takes to protect your peace, girl. My grandmother would be mad at you for doing laundry on a Sunday, though. Louise, but I have to do laundry today, too, so don't feel bad. Louisa Petway says it's hot in the 205. Yeah, it's hot here too, but this breeze by the ocean is making it feel better. Christine says you need the link to his book at some point so we can check it out. Yeah. And you could just go to, actually, I think it's still on Amazon. It's called, just look up Hakeem Webb. I think he only has one book on there, and it's called Help. I Tithe, but I'm Still Broke. But if I remember, I'll put the link back in, or tomorrow I'll probably remember to put it in that. Oh, wow, it's raining cats and dogs where you are. Oh, no, is the storm, the hurricane coming this way? I don't think it's looking, I forgot the name of it, but I saw it on a map. I think it was earlier today. I don't think it's going to hit Florida, but oh, sorry that, listen, like I said, we need, we need the water. You said, oh, I can't, 62, you take vitamin D. Oh, okay, yes. Well, you know something, I just read, not just, but I read a long time ago because I was also severely vitamin D deficient. And I was on that 50,000 IU, IUCs, whatever, for 12 weeks, I think it was. But now what I do is, you know what, I'm going to do a whole nother video about that. But whenever there is sun where I'm at, I make it a point no matter where I'm at. And the crazy thing is, let me finish this thought and I'll get into that. So I try to supplement the sun with the vitamin D tablets, but I prioritize the sun. And it's so weird because we have been so brainwashed. I have friends and family in the South that grew up in the South that will not come to the beach because they don't want to get darker. And some of them are like 5 shades lighter than me. And then the ones that are my complexion or darker are definitely not about the beach life. And so it's so sad. I am so glad that my parents did not instill that colorism in us. And my mother was fairer skinned, my father was, darker skinned. And it was never oh, stay out the sun. Oh, and I hear that, and I've heard that growing up, like, stay out the sun. But that is all colonizer mentality, and I'm just so glad that wasn't me because the sun is our energy source. Besides, let me backtrack that. Sorry, God, but he know what I'm talking about, or she know, whatever you prefer. But part of our life source is the sun. And the fact that we've been running away from it, child, these colonizers knew what they were doing, because if we spent more time appreciating it, in it, being fed by it, yeah, so we'd be in a much better place. But let me see what else y'all are saying. General strategy, accountability session. Oh, thank you, Christine. But Christine, if you post, do me a favor. If you could just post, if you look at, if you can't, no worries. The link to Hakeem's live tomorrow, so that people can turn on their notification bell for it. I would appreciate that. So yeah, so let me see what else y'all. Oh, child, this umbrella. I'm at the beach, Margaret Pell. So I just, and this is not a personal attack on you. I just don't give my locations while I am at the location, right? I be talking about some things. And I'm also in 47's territory. So it's not really necessarily y'all, my peoples. I just don't give my live location while I am locating. Y'all don't even see the buildings, right? Y'all don't even see what hotels, and that's intentional. I don't need no cuckoo crazies rolling up on me. I don't know who's watching from where and who is not liking the words that are coming out of my mouth. So yeah, so I'm at the beach. Okay, so let me see what else y'all are saying. Hey, Moni Juliet, good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, child, let me tell you, it is my metal sin. Colorism is real, especially in the South. Yep, you've been in the sun all summer, and you're at least 4 shades darker right now, and you love it. Yeah, listen, some of the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people I've seen are in either people that are, in the South that appreciate the sun, in the Caribbean, and or coastal in other countries like the motherland, and that sun just child. Meanwhile, other people are trying to get darker, and we trying to get lighter. So you will go outside in about 10 minutes. Good, Louisa Petway. Good, good, good. Did I post the farmers market haul? You have to look and see. Yeah, yeah, I posted that yesterday, and I posted part of that post. So for those of you who are new, a couple days ago, well, sometime last week, I did a video on the top 10 foods that are making us ill or keeping us sick, and that we should remove immediately. And then I did a follow-up post, a follow-up video yesterday from. I try to do a farmers market twice a week and support the local farmers, and also get the freshest, most non-processed, organic, non-GMO. Everything has seeds, foods, right? Especially while I'm here, because I'm not going to have that option or opportunity when I return to New York. So there is this one sister. She's doing it. She owns a farm. Her parents had a farm. She grew up farming. She gave it up to, work in corporate. She started back up, I want to say, in 2020. She is certified organic. She does not use GMO seeds, so she only uses non-GMO seeds. And I recorded her sharing exactly her process for planting and harvesting. And then I know not all of us are vegetarians. Hell, I'm not a vegetarian, I'm pescatarian. And then I do eat meat sometimes, right? If I have the desire, this is what I do, right? But I'm mostly pescatarian, is what I should say. So I know all of us are not vegetarian or vegan. So I also got to speak with a organic meat farmer, and he shares exactly his process on how he keeps his meats safe. Now I will say the meats are not inexpensive at all. But again, do you want to pay for plumped up meats with chemicals and antibiotics and all the things, or do you want to pay for? The only reason I didn't support him on Friday, because I keep forgetting to look at the reviews. So I always like to look at reviews before I make purchases from a place, and I forgot to do that because I was going to bring some for my family. But yeah, so the video that was posted yesterday is all about my farmers market haul, and what $30 got me pretty much. And actually, I needed to say 33, because I went back and got 3 cucumbers, and those were $1 each. But when I tell you, I had one last night, child. Now I've supported this farmer before. The difference, like, I don't ever want to have a cucumber from let me Stop and Shop in New York. Like, I just don't ever want to do that. So yeah, so and then I'm not going to share it here. You have to watch the video. The sister who I was talking about, she gave a resource to get non-GMO seeds from if you're interested in planting and harvesting. And so I started filling my cart, but I'm my aunt. I want to put in some for her, so I'm waiting for her to look through what's available, and I'm gonna order hopefully by tonight or tomorrow. So yes, that video is up and live. And so yeah, let me see what else you missed. So we talked about the top news stories. That's what we do here, like the top news stories from a non sensational point of view. But we are talking about what's happening in our community. So, like the whole DC fiasco. For those of you that don't know, yes, there was a stop put to the takeover of the police force. But, and however, the police are still acting up. Uh oh. The lifeguard is yelling at somebody with that whistle who's trying to go out too far. The jet skis are out here jet skiing, and I wish my. So she said 3:30. What time is it? It's 3:37, and I did not get a call or a text or nothing. Anyway, so yeah, so I've heard stories. Howard University students being stopped, asked, being stopped and questioned, I should say. Um, People still being arrested for no reason, and we cover stories that are affecting us and talk about solutions. So if you know anyone, the one thing I do want to talk about later this week, it finally a celebrity said something about what's going on in Virginia with 100 missing teens, black missing teens. I think they're all black. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. In the past month or something, 100. So Chris Brown, I mean, he did a story. He didn't post it to his page, but he did a story saying, "Am I the only one concerned about what's going on in D.C.? I mean, in Virginia." The parents, make sure you keep an eye on your kids. But the crazy, you can't keep an eye on these kids 24/7. Like, we need to be sounding the alarm. The other thing I talked about and posted it on my community tab, these damn so-called activists acting like their names is Big Daddy Crump, or like they are part of the hip hop community, hosting birthday bashes and posting this ish while there's oh a whole lot going on. And that's when activists activate. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't ever remember seeing the minister or, you know, Mr. X or Huey Newton or anybody talking about we having a birthday bash for Congress. Don't forget to pay and buy your tickets. And like, this is some next level craziness. And so I'm going to start commenting on people's pages in a minute. I just haven't had time, child. But I'm going to start being like, yo, this is what you posting right now? Like, this is what you posted? Oh, some other breaking news story, child. Another day, another black mayor indicted. This is not funny, but you can't make this ish up. I'm not hearing about the Caucasoids mayors getting indicted. But anyway, the mayor of New Orleans has officially been indicted. Was it yesterday or the day before? I can't recall. But listen, I don't even get stressed out about these stories because guess what? Politicians are crooks. 99.9% of the politicians that have made it to some type of office have done some illegal ish to get there. And that's just the nature of the beast. Just like lawyers lie. Like, I really hope and pray that we stop with the nonsense and really start seeing through. They use this stuff when they want to get you. They use this stuff when your time is up or you haven't kissed the ring or you haven't done what they told you to do. And so another distraction. But yeah, the mayor of New Orleans has officially been indicted. Let's see what else is going on with y'all. They are acting like it is business as usual, and it's disgusting 100%. Louis says they want our body. Is that what you're gonna say? It looks like you said baddie. Hate us because they ain't us. People are not taking what's going on in the country serious. Not enough of us. Not enough of us. I was in with Dr. Carr yesterday for Narrative, and he is all the way in. Well, he's probably en route back. What's today? Sunday. I know his classes start on Tuesday, but he is still, with consistency. he could have taken off the past couple of weeks because he's been back in Egypt on a educational tour, but he has been coming in not only for Saturday narrative, which you could find free on YouTube. He's also been there every Monday on Nubia, which is his paid class, right? And so he is at least giving us historical references. He's giving us optimism. He knows that we're literally going to be, well, he gives us examples, right, on how we're going to be get through this, I should say. Him and Karen Hunter, they're doing the good work. There's other people out there, like I said, there are more and more people that are, I'm gonna show you the power. Uh, Hold on a second, I hope I could. Can you see? I hope you can see. They're out there parasailing. Let me see if you can see. Those are the jet skiers out there getting it in. And so, yeah, just wanted you to get a little view of the ocean. But yeah, there are some people out here still, doing the good deed and putting up a good fight. And, I'm thankful for them. Unfortunately, too many of us or too many of our leaders nowadays are caught up in this social media climate and are looking to go viral. And again, another person I highly recommend, Tiffany Cross, well, the Native Land podcast, but especially Tiffany Cross and Andrew Gillum, and sometimes Angela Rye. Sometimes Angela Rye. She is an amazing activist, but I still am not hearing strategy and or solutions. So we'll see. Let's see. Mr. Webb will probably be glowing tomorrow. Elevate. Yep, I've already met with him. And yes, he is glowing, child. Hey, just one. Good to see you. Good to see you. So again, today's live was simply as I wait for my cousin, and I'm about to call her because there's no problem with parking, so she should not be taking this long. There was no traffic, so I don't know what the excuse is, and I'm leaving here about 5 o'clock, so maybe 5:30. Excuse me. So we're here today because I wanted to remind everyone or tell everyone, just in case they missed the post in the community section, that Hakeem the Dream Web is coming back tomorrow live to talk about preparation. We have a jump start. There's a blueprint. There are things happening that we need to pay attention to. And he's going to talk about, from his insider vantage point, some strategy. So yeah, so he's with us tomorrow live, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come, you can ask questions. If you can't make it live, go ahead and, watch the replay. It'll probably be about an hour. If not, just maybe an hour, 15 minutes max, because then I'm back in class with Dr. Carr tomorrow night at 8 p.m. But yes, he is glowing, just came back from his fan. And again, the thumbnail is intentional. The smiles, yes, we need to prepare, but we are preparing with smiles because one thing for certain, two things for sure, they are dropping breadcrumbs. They are dropping breadcrumbs for the people that they want to pick them up. And most of us don't even know that breadcrumbs are being dropped. And so 7 o'clock tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. Please join us. Let's see, people are not, yeah, I saw that. Did I say that? Let me see. Wow, somebody else. Is that? Hey, Siobhan. Siobhan is also a member. If you're interested in joining the membership community for YouTube, go ahead. There's 2 levels. You can go into where the tabs are, see membership. First one is really just to support the community. The second level is to get a few more perks, and you can read about that. But it's a great way to, one, support, and also like you see the cute little badges, and we're going back to game night in September. So everyone at the higher level will be part of the flawless community and be invited to game night once a month. Let me see what else y'all are saying. You just find you talk about I just find you talk about the lost weight. Oh, am I reading that wrong? Oh, I don't know what that says. Bring cops, lawyers, and the NAACP on my show to talk about the rights of Black Americans in DC, please. The rights of Black Americans in DC, I don't know if that would be a topic. You mean if you're just talking American rights and Black people across the country? Yeah, I have no problems looking to bring in experts. I'm not bringing in the NAACP though, so. Okay, I said hi to, but okay, I'll look more into that. Okay, let me see what else y'all are saying, and then I'm gonna call this chick right in all. Let me see, I'm reading backwards, so I may be missing something. Yes, yes, yes. And Hakeem's going to talk some about, well, he's going to talk about the RAIN Society as well. It's a private membership society, not for everyone, but it is something that we are going to need. And there's a level of seriousness that goes with this. The good thing is, it's 10 weeks of pure strategy and expert learning. First 5 weeks is all Hakeem. Hakeem, it's all him. And then the next 5 weeks is everything we need to know now. So we'll actually talk about trading, right? Trading for income and what that looks like. The safer trading for income, because there's risky trading and then there's safer trading. So we're going to focus on safer trading for additional income. You'll watch me and right now, it's one other person, show you some of our live moves, and we're also going to talk about what every Black person needs to know about artificial intelligence. I am still flabbergasted about how resistant we are to learning artificial intelligence. Like, the train is not coming back to the station, y'all. And some of y'all are going to get real left behind. And when I say y'all, I don't mean y'all, I mean y'all. But saying all that to say, we're going to learn every the top things that each one of us, from a bare minimum level, a basic level, need to know about artificial intelligence and how we should be using it. We're also going to talk about how we're not taking advantage of the tax laws, which will probably change, and we'll hear more about that, but how we can get ahead of that. We'll also, whoever signs up as a founder gets free access to the boot camp that Andrea and I just did, the replays on how to decode your talent and design your 5+ figure income. Because I'm telling you, and I'll say it time and time again, and y'all know, my OGs know, there has nothing that I have said since November that has turned out to be a lie. Nothing. Not a damn thing. And so having a business is no longer going to be an option. Having a way to make additional income. These y'all have not seen the beginning of these skyrocketing prices, or maybe y'all started to see the beginning. But listen, if you stay ahead of it, then you don't worry about it. If prices go up by 25%, but your income goes up by 50%, you're good, right? And that's the type of higher level conversations we're going to have. So anyone who signs up as a founder, there's all different types of perks that are available. Christine put the link in, and you can, and also one-on-one sessions with Hakeem is included in that. And so I can't think of everything right now, but there's 5 weeks of Hakeem and then 5 weeks of intentional strategy using some of the topics that I just referenced. And then we will have a continuing, and then during those 5 weeks, we will have, Hakeem will provide weekly market updates that are relevant to us, not just, the price of Apple stock went down $5. No, it will be relevant to our community and how these things can impact, and then also global conversations. Like Hakeem has a wealth of knowledge for anyone who's even interested in moving to, investing in other places, i.e. Canada. Like I talk about Mexico a lot, but he knows a lot about Canada, and he's, investing abroad as well. And so he's going to give us real, tangible, easily digestible market updates that we can act upon. And like I said at the beginning of this, I know of 5 people that have been introduced to Hakeem since, I brought him to the Gym Nation community, that have been actively using him. And when I tell you, have thanked me time and time again for the change that he has made, helped to make in their lives. So again, again, the value of this course is so totally undervalued, and I promise you it will never be this price again. Oh, and then if you use the link, I'm sorry, you have until Wednesday to get a 10% discount, so you're saving $300 up until Wednesday, up through Wednesday. Because I promise you, if you try to hire Hakeem to do the type of strategy he's going to present to us, it will be way more than that. If you tried to hire me for the amount of time that we're spending, it would be way more than that. And the perks. And again, I don't want to we'll talk more about it some tomorrow, but Hakeem is going to A, B, C, D, E, F, G it for us tomorrow, what these current conditions are. But if you're interested in becoming a founder, this is the week to do so. And with the founders package, there's many more perks. You'll get all the perks basically. Yeah, so let me see what else y'all are saying. Damn, my umbrella is, so I'm not sure how much longer we will have beloved Jesse Jackson. Yeah, I mean, that's all our future and all our fate. They weren't expecting him to make it once he got sick with that 19 thing. And so, child, I don't listen. My cousin is on. Let me tell you about the South. Ain't nobody on time. The child, I just don't even understand it. And then what they call Sunday, easy like Sunday morning. There's a reason why that song exists, because, whoo, child. But I also think she don't want to be in the sun that long. I think that's part of it. Yes, right, and all, yeah. Let me see what y'all are saying, and then, okay, she put that in. Hit that like button. Yes, if you're in here, I can't see how many people or anything, but I should have at least, I'm gonna say, there's 17 people in here, I think, which is great because I literally, I was like, let me not waste, but let me make good use of my time as I'm waiting. But I'm about to get into these books. I have some more manifesting and praying to do. And then, yeah, let's see. What this say? They are all talking about Grump. Hey, Troy, let's see what this says. No black podcaster has boots on the ground in DC. That is crazy. That is crazy. I remember growing up, and my parents, now I'm not going to say they were like the most militant of activists, but if something went down with our community, child, if they didn't have a babysitter, we was going in tow with them. to figure out how to write it, to make that wrong right. And I am just not getting those vibes. The only thing I saw even from Howard was a call to make sure the students have their IDs on them at all times. Like, yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't. Wonderful to near the sea. I think it's supposed to say to be near the sea. Oh, to hear. I couldn't see. It looked like a hear. Y'all, glad you could hear it. And that was the second part. So the first reason I got on was to one, tell people about tomorrow, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Two, to remind us all through all the chaos and confusion that I am even bringing, to this platform. I am going to protect my mental. I am going to protect my peace. I am, you know, I'm not going to let this stress me out to the point where I'm not going to, and when I say enjoy, I mean, let my spirit relax, let my mental relax, let nature do what nature is supposed to do. I'm still going to come back and share what's going down on a continuous basis because I'm even more upset now that I'm not seeing more of us do that. My timeline is still flooded with damn, I'm trying to think the latest. I think I saw something with the Love and Hip Hop. I'm like, I don't even watch Love and Hip Hop. Like, why am I being targeted with this BS? But I know because they know if they target 100 of us who do not normally pay attention to such foolishness, a good percentage of us will start paying attention to such foolishness. And so, anyway, just a reminder to protect your peace, get some downtime in, do the things that bring you joy, even if it's a few minutes, a few hours, a few minutes a day, a few hours a week, it will all add up. And so, yeah, so I wanted to come just as a reminder, even if the weather sucks, throw on some music, or not some music, some sounds of the waves crashing, if that brings you joy. Start to envision yourself at the beach the next time you will be at the beach. Like, yeah, let's do all the things to keep our mental game straight. Let me just say. And so, yeah, so those are the two reasons. Yes, your dad took the one, took you on the picket line. Yes. This son, I mean, I'm trying to cover with him. Yep. When you were young, he kept you home. Child. Okay. Picket line with him. When you was young, he kept you home from school and child. Yep. He was marching that day. He was a union worker for the phone company. Yeah. Listen, I don't know what's going on. And ask Carr to tell Native Land and Karen Hunter to start answering their podcast. What you mean they're not answering their podcast? Karen Hunter is on it. Karen Hunter is on it. I don't know what you mean by answering the podcast. And I believe Tiffany Cross is on it, and I believe Andrew Gillum is on it. So, you mean not their comments? Where are you commenting? So understand with Karen Hunter has multiple platforms. She's part of Narrative Nubia. She's part of the Karen Hunter Show. She has another podcast. She's on Substack. She's on Blue Sky. Like, I don't know how much answering she gonna do, right? And that's because she's expanding. And I'd rather her expand to the masses with the message than to respond to comments individually one-on-one. So I get what you're saying, but as someone who's been in media / marketing and part of helping people strategize, as she grows, unless she has a big team behind her, and she probably doesn't want a team answering on her behalf, and this is just me speculating because I also know Karen Hunter from the media, black media landscape. So I don't believe that it has anything to do with Grump. I think it has more to do with just not having the resources and or the time. Yeah, answering comments is not part of being, no, it's not. No. Listen, so let me ask you this. Back in the day when we were effective activists, when there was no social media, you think people were calling back everybody who tried to call them to call in on a radio show? Absolutely not. Like, I think we need to stop focusing on the wrong things, the small things. We need to focus on the big things, the fact that she is actually not backing down on the messaging. She is amplifying her message. She is expanding her platform. And she is contributing to other platforms. So again, I ain't got nothing negative to say about Karen right now. Troy, I'm not arguing with you. You feel what you want to, but you're just not going to convince me that she needs to respond to everybody's comments. That just like I said, so you missed the top of this live. This is a great way to almost end this. Somebody wanted me to do a birthday shout out. Somebody asked me to say happy birthday to somebody, and I clearly stated at the top was I said I see it, but that's not what this platform is about. If there are people in the chat that want to wish whoever you are saying happy birthday to a happy birthday, go ahead. But I am not going to feel the responsibility to say happy birthday to somebody I don't know. Then someone else asks me to do it. And then that's what this becomes. So prioritization is, and when you are committed to a cause, then everybody ain't gonna be happy. And it's just what it is, you know. It is what it is. But again, I'm not going to argue with you. You have the right to feel how you feel, and I have the right to feel how I feel. So that's the beauty of community. You wish Andrew would leave the podcast and do his own. Tired of the way they talk over him. It's so annoying. I think, but he has had recently, I just saw something he did by himself. So I think they're all going to probably, and I think Tiffany has done stuff by herself. I think Andrew, I'm just trying to recall what else I saw Andrew on. But yeah, you're right. I think Tiffany is more apologetic when when they're talking over him. So yeah. Lord Jesus, Christine has been deleting some messages. I hope they were, you know, I don't mind a debate, girl. You know that. But if they're disrespectful, then you can definitely delete. You're catching up on shows. Good, good, good. That's a great way to spend a Sunday fun day. Yeah, I didn't see. They do, yeah, the mini podcast. Yep, yep, exactly. Yeah, Christine, you can let Troy rock. I don't have a problem with Troy's point of view. Again, as long as they're not disrespectful, I don't even care if they don't agree with me. That's what community is about, dialogue. Troy may be saying some things that other people in this community agree with. Like, and that's fine, but I just want people to understand my point of view since, this is Kim with the gems, right? So you can let him rock. Don't worry, Troy's cool. I mean, I appreciate his input and I appreciate what he was saying. And I appreciate the fact that he's even engaged with these platforms because so many of us aren't. What you said, well said. Yeah, stop with the nitpicking, child. Like, I do believe that people don't understand the magnitude of what goes into doing research, producing a show, dealing with sponsors and advertisers, not only producing interviews, right? She takes call in. She started doing a whole call in segment, which she really does not love doing. It makes it easier for her to get through what people are saying in real time. The comment section literally most people have other people managing them, right? Most people have, with big platforms, I should say, most people with big platforms, you are not getting the comments from the people that you think you're getting them from. They have teams, they have interns, they have bots, they have AI agents, child. So yeah, I'm fine with Karen, but we focus on the wrong things. So again, I don't again don't block anyone who opposes what I'm saying or how you're feeling. Yeah, no, I get it. Listen, I get it. I get it. I get it, Troy. I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is let's focus on bigger things because we got bigger things happening than Karen Hunter responding to comments, and that's basically where I'm going with it. And as someone who managed influencers and managed people who had platforms, I would tell them not to focus on the comment section, right? Basically, if that is not part of your strategy or your goals, I should say, then yeah, because those comment sections could get out of control. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. And so, yeah. Anyway, so I think that's all I got, y'all. And my cousin's still not here. What time is it, y'all? So, Troy, there's a lot bigger than what's going on in DC. You may live in DC, but child, do you know that schools in Florida no longer have to abide by the separate, like there are so many things that are equally as repugnant that are happening. So there are a lot of bigger things. There are people being shipped off to other countries, including our people. So yeah, there are massive things that are happening, and I'm not going to say one is bigger than the other, and I'm not going to. Again, I think this is a conversation we just need to end right here with you and I, Troy. You're not going to convince me that Karen Hunter should be replying to comments on a social media page. So yeah, but thank you for the engagement. I appreciate it. And let me just make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Oh, he'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, perfect. Okay. All right. Cool, cool, cool. So thank you, everyone. Don't forget tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come hear from Hakeem the Dream. That is my nickname for him. He has not approved that name. But Hakeem the Dream. Again, I'm about to get into his book, which is Help, I Tied, but I'm Still Broke, a Christian Guide to Financial Planning. When I tell you, he broke down how we have been hoodwinked and bamboozled in these churches from a financial education, financial learning point of view. And he tells his story and what happened to him. And I'm so excited to have him back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. I'm more excited to have him take the lead, take the reins of the RAIN community, which is for us to reclaim, to earn, to invest, to grow, and to network. I mean, to navigate what's going on in the world today, all through a network, our community. And so the RAIN Society is open now for registration. You could go ahead in the description, sign up, use the code FOUNDER through Wednesday, and you get 10% off. And each week, you're going to learn about a new perk. Last week, we announced that anyone who registers the first week, they get complimentary access to the Decode Your Talent and Design Your 5+ Figure Income Bootcamp, which is going to help you put together a blueprint to learn how to lean into what comes naturally to you and what you like doing, but how to make money from it. How to make money from it. And I mean quickly. It should not take you 6 months to develop a business plan. You can start earning money within weeks, a couple of weeks, if you really put your heart and soul into it. So you'll get that for free. That right there excuse me. $397, I want to say. That's a $397 price tag. I may be wrong because we also had the coaching program. I can't remember all the prices, but that was week 1. So if you signed up week 1, you're going to get that. If you sign up week 2, you'll miss